Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Jonathan back again with the weekly scuffle with the breaking news that George Kambosos versus Devin Haney is finally on. We will have a true undisputed champion, and supposedly Devin Haney has signed a multi-fight co-promotional deal with Bomb Aram's Top Rank Boxing and with Lou DiBella, who is George Kambosos' manager. I believe this is because there's probably some sort of rematch clause in this, just in case George Kambosos loses. I expect this to be a two-fight deal with a rematch. And honestly, I think, it's well deserved. Kambosos is the champion, so, of course, he gets to do whatever he wants with the contract. He's the A side at this point. You can't argue that. He's the unified champion. And, Haney is coming in with the other piece of the puzzle to finally have in this lightweight division a true king. Which, honestly, I think it's fair play. I think this is going to be a great two fight deal. I think it's going to be awesome. It has not yet been announced if it will be a pay-per-view fight or not. I'm suspecting it might be, but it will be taking place in Australia, so I'm not sure how that time difference will affect US viewers. But regardless, big fight finally on the line, Ryan Garcia, George Kambosos now, Lomachenko, Haney, Tank, anybody, Ryan Garcia. This division has been stacked for quite a while now, and finally we will have an undisputed champion. And in my opinion, I like Haney. I think his style is the best. I think he's the best pure boxer out of all the guys that I mentioned. But at the same time, I'm not gonna count out George Kambosos. He proved against Teofimo that he's a fighter, he's fair game, and he's willing to fight the best. As it was reported that before this fight took place, it was Lomachenko who was actually gonna take the fight with Kambosos. So Kambosos isn't ducking anyone. There's no ducking or diving. He wants to fight the best, and that's what he's doing. But at the end of the day, I think Haney is a little bit different. I think Teofimo, I mean, he did have those injuries afterwards that came out after the fight. He probably shouldn't even have been fighting at that weight. But I do think Haney is a different breed. And I think it's gonna be very interesting. I think Haney does have what it takes to beat George Kambosos. I don't think Kambosos is really a power puncher. I think he was able to get knockdowns on Teofimo because he had the perfect timing and he had the great ability to time Teofimo because Teofimo was really just trying to go in there and get that first round KO. But with that being said, this should be very exciting. I hope this fight happens. I really hope nothing else happens that will hinder this fight from happening. It is supposedly going to take place June 5th. But with that being said, we'll see how all this plays out and see you next time. Peace.